Anyway, speaking of rap, we got an update in the Young Dolph situation. You know what I mean? Murder trial. Straight drop nigga. You know, he already went to trial, got life. You know what I mean? Plus 30, I think, or 35, something like that. And now the alleged mastermind, Hernandez Govan, I believe, it was an orange pet or some shit like that, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Anyway, he showed up or whatever and had a court appointment. What up, Capo? Anyway, he had a motion hearing, you know what I mean, yesterday. And he has the motion hearing actually continued today. But I'm gonna play this clip for y'all. Hernandez Govan rejects plea deal in Young Dolph murder case, Memphis, Tennessee. The alleged mastermind behind Memphis rapper Young Dolph's death appeared in court Monday morning, ahead of his trial scheduled for next month. Hernandez Govan is facing charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and attempted first-degree murder in connection with the crime in November of 2021. It wasn't until a year later, in November 2022, that Govan was indicted. Govan has been out on bond since 2023. He was expected in court on Monday for a motion hearing. This after several motions were filed. In one filing, there is an effort by the defense to suppress some evidence. And in another motion, the defense had asked the court to dismiss the indictment. He rejected the offer to settle with a guilty plea. Pre-trial motions will continue on Tuesday for Govan. His trial has been reset several times this year. It's now scheduled for August the 18th. So, yeah, that's what's going on or whatever with alleged mastermind. Also worth noting that during the motion hearings, the public as well as the media were denied access to the courtroom. So I don't know if that's just for the motion hearing. I don't know if that's gonna be a stipulation throughout the trial, because in most state cases, cameras and all of that are allowed inside, you know, recording devices, etc. Now, in federal cases, no. That's why when I was covering the Diddy trial, we weren't seeing any live things except what you saw outside. Everything else was pretty much court sketches. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know if because of the motion or maybe like I said, the defense was moving to suppress certain evidence, and there was probably sensitive things being discussed or whatever within there. He's been going through a lot, like back and forth to court. Like I said, went into custody. He was indicted in 2022. Been out on bond since 2023. You know what I mean? So for the last 2 years, bro, been like, you know, running around. He did the interview with Stan G, and you know that shit got him barked at in court. You know, I covered that too. And yeah, bro. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, the trial is gonna end. Gonna start August the 18th. So we'll be covering that for sure. That Dan didn't cover the straight drop case. And speaking of Stan G, Stan G that made his way on No Jumper. I guess, like I said, bro, he's going to be the loose cannon of Memphis. You know, Hernandez Govan. Hernandez Govan would be his big U. Now, I don't know. Or, who knows, I ain't even gonna try to play charades. He weighed in on the whole Young Dolph situation or whatever, stating that Black Youngster had been in hiding since, Dolph passed. And I didn't really think about that, 'cause I was just thinking to myself the other day, like, what happened to that hyperactive nigga? You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see what Stan G got to say on No Jumper about Black Youngster being there hiding. Daylight TV. Let's get it.
What's the deal with Wack? Because when you announced on your story or something that you were coming on this podcast, and Wack hit me up as if I was having Osama bin Laden on the podcast. He's like, "Well, how are you gonna have an op who says this about my girl?" And say, like, absolutely blowing me up, losing his fucking mind.
What did he say?
Losing his mind. Oh my! Let's keep it real now. I ain't even gonna hold nothing back. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro, since I'm here. I done hit about 5 emails from Clubhouse.
That's hard. I'm not gonna lie though, I probably hit about 500 from Instagram.
Woo! Hey, Tom, man, this is 500. Hey, you to go.
Thank you. Go. I'm just saying, meeting girls online. That's
it ain't that hard.
That's just how we do it now.
It ain't hard.
I probably been 100 girls on Tinder.
Everybody try like they know me folks off of the internet now.
I ain't been on Tinder in 10 years, and I probably been 100 girls on Tinder.
That's why I need to get on Plug Talk.
There are different bars in LA that I've probably been to 100 girls.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know if I want. I put it like this: if I did fuck 100 bitches, it would not be public information. Like, unless all of them bitches got together and started snitching, like, it's nothing even play. Like, I get it, he's like on the porn star shit or whatever, but if I put it like this: if you slept with 100 bitches and you ain't got, I'm the player, man. Like, I don't know. I couldn't, I ain't exclusive. But anyway, we ain't talking about that. I don't know. I ain't, especially not off the fucking gram, nigga. I'm not hitting 100 bitches over anything. Like, straight up.
That's from like I used to go to that bar and I like 100 girls, and then I had to switch my bar.
For real.
But I'm talking, this is like 10 years ago. But yeah.
That boy going crazy.
No, that's crazy. I don't got AIDS or nothing.
No, yeah, that's wild right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
At the same time,
Thank
though.
you, Jesus.
Yeah, man. But you know, there's major stuff going on in Memphis. Like, I'm like the leader of Memphis too. Like, let's get back to what you were trying to say.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like I'm a street journalist, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a street journalist. You know what I'm saying? I did interviews with folks like Paper Ralph Fizzle, folks like B.O. Lil Kenny. Before y'all did B.O. Lil Kenny, the Wack came to me and got their information from me. You know what I'm talking about? And he brought them folks up here. And it's so many folks, but I ain't gonna keep on calling for name.
So are you more of a CMG guy or a PRE guy?
See, I'm more of a Stan G guy. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, I'm a realist. So I feel like, man, whatever you do wrong must come.
energy that the KD got. You would paper out to the core, like to the whole verse. I mean, to the bone with it, it's dog world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your ass is over there crashing out about Dolph or whatever on that internet. Come to find out, your ass only met the nigga like 3-4 times. I don't even know you actually did no business with dog. You just a nigga in the picture.
Come back around in a circle, just like you know what I'm talking about. If you did wrong and everybody know it's blatant, the truth is out in the open. You sent that type of energy towards the Young Dolph way, and you got Young Dolph knocked off, and that's just what it is.
You said he got Young
Dolph knocked off. Yeah, okay. Because the energy he put out.
You said that, not me. Okay.
Because the energy he put out. If he ain't put that type of energy out, it wouldn't have never ended up just like that. If God would have put some positive energy out, like we gonna come together, it would have went out a whole nother type of way. But if you put out negative energy on this song lane, you know you got folks who really with it. You don't gonna be ready to back out. You see the dog jacket.
Oh, going crazy, nigga. Oh man, dog. Hey, yo, you know who this nigga look like right now? With the chain, with the little initial on it, and the leather jacket. You know, that good leather that stay cool when it's hot. That nigga look like DJ from Hustle and the Flow. Like, he really got that nigga outfit on right now. He just ain't got no slacks. But that nigga dead ass dressed like DJ. He got that goddamn leather jacket. It's winter. It's summertime, nigga. It's summertime. Your ass is in LA with a leather on. I don't know what they'll be doing there. How cold it would be in that studio? They keep keeping the temperature at a medium so everybody can kind of like wear their drip according to how they want to wear it.
Got ready. The dog even just got ready, man. The dog even just got ready, man. That's how I really get, man. That's how I really get. The dog get ready when it happen like that, man.
You got that dog. Man. Wait a minute. All right, but okay, if you want to go all the way back to the very beginning, it's like Gotti wants to sign Dolph. Dolph says, "F you, I'm doing my own thing." At the time, this is no big deal because rappers turn down big dogs who want to sign them all the time. I had a million different rappers sit here and talk about how they turn down Gucci Mane, etc. Now, Memphis is a different thing because motherfuckers are territorial out there, and it feels like it just carries more weight than in a lot of situations. But basically, you know, Gotti thought that he was going to be able to do the thing that I'm sure he's done a million times before.
Exactly.
You try to sign an artist, they tell you to fuck off. And so you say, all right, I'm going to make sure you don't have a career. And then he does everything that he could possibly do to make sure that this person's career does not bloom. Unfortunately, it became clear very quickly that Young Dolph was going to be a star. And so Gotti waged war with him through music.
Nobody tell Gotti no. This is the only thing I say. Everything you saying real. Right. Okay. I'm just saying folks ain't going to tell him no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He comes to somebody in Memphis try to sign him. They sign. You say how Block Boy got JB when he got this song with Drake. Yeah. And he signed quick fast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So nobody never tell Gotti no. You know what I'm talking about?
He waited 2 years. He wasn't going to get it back like he got him, sure.
Yeah. So.
But okay. So then Dolph becomes huge. Gotti really, in a way, is blowing him up by doing battle with him. Black youngsters going to neighborhoods and spazzing out on him, making all these videos and shit. Really doing a lot of federal shit that if Dolph was still here, Gotti and him would not be doing this shit.
Exactly.
Way too federal when you look back on it.
You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, now he in hide mode because he can't even push that agenda. No, he can't sell no music. He can't sell it. He
don't want to be.
He gonna be on Pop the Balloon.
Rico, yeah.
He gonna be on Pop the Balloon now, and then he gonna be in a secrecy when he do that, like in a private building. So he missed his whole life of going there at somebody that he been going at for a long time. See, it's a long story behind Black Youngster. Black Youngster was hanging with one of Gotti enemies before he got with Gotti. Okay. So Black Youngster is.
Man, I didn't even know that. Which enemy was that?
is somebody who just jump around for the money. He's just a send out. He one of the biggest send outs from Memphis. They're just keeping it real.
But why Young's used to be the king of doing crazy viral shit week after week, and now like I'm looking at Apple Music the other day. I'm like, oh, he put an album out. I didn't even know. I had no idea. And he ain't doing any crazy viral antics anymore. What happened to the old black youngster?
Because he's trying to have this case so big now. This Young Dolph situation so big now. And then he come out the next day and do this song about.
Now, this is where I have the issue with Stan G. The same thing that I told y'all I had an issue with the tech nigga that was down with UNLV, out of New Orleans. You really sitting here implicating people in murder, bro. Not a shooting where a nigga got popped and he alright, that's assault with a deadly. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing like that. Not a nigga got beat up or jumped or robbed. Murder, nigga. And you putting labels on there like that, but then you supposed to be like street. I understand being a content creator and a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's a tricky line to walk. I hear you, though. But it ain't that damn tricky. You know what you should and shouldn't be doing, what you should say on here. You know what I mean?
The dog, you know what I'm saying, passed away, got unalived and everything like that. So I'm looking at him like, man, you crazy. But he thought that they see, God even thought, man, they gonna make him look like he a big man, like, yeah, I'm a gangster now. Nah, it made everything go down in your life. Look at Gucci and Jeezy. Yeah. Them folks came together and made some more money off they beat just because they ain't end up doing each other. If they would have did each other, then one would have went all the way down. See, this right here show the world, man, if you do the wrong person, man, you messed up in the game, especially coming from Memphis, because Memphis, you know what I'm talking about, like, Stan G, I'm the heart of the South, man, you know what I'm talking about, there's a lot of love going around Memphis, you know what I'm talking about.
But you're acting like Gotti got Dolph killed.
Come on,
it's
man.
not that simple,
like,
right?
It's the energy.
So when your object,
he's saying the energy. But like in other interviews, you already implicated the nigga who you interviewed, who we just spoke about, Hernandez Govan. Got him implicated at taking the money from Gotti's brother, Big Jook, to knock Dolph off. And Jook gone, so like, this shit came out in a straight drop situation.
killed. It don't matter if you had anything to do with it. From the fans' perspective, you might as well have.
You might as well have at this point, because you lost all the say. His last artist is Glorilla. She doing crazy because he putting a crazy bag behind Glorilla.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. So Glorilla, she gonna shine regardless right now. But when he go over there and dealing with them Texas boys, them folk got hit up. Them folk got hit up everywhere he go to, like the Fed watching it. You know what I'm talking about? He signed that boy over here. That boy ended up going to jail. So they watching that boy so close right now because they you know what I'm talking about? The cases.
You gotta be talking about 42 monthly. 42 hard. Like doing this shit.
August, you know what I'm talking about? I talked to Govan. I did an interview with Hernandez Govan, the dude who set the whole supposedly, you know what I'm saying, Dolph murder up. You know what I'm talking about? He the mastermind. You know what I'm talking about? One of the mastermind for our Big Jook. He was linked to Big Jook. And when I did the interview, it hit so hard. The news picked it up and said he can't do no more interviews. Vlad tried to get him $10,000 to do an interview with him, but he couldn't do the interview because when he went on my channel, the judge said, "No, you can't do no more interviews." You know what I'm talking about? And then it hit so hard, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody did the recaps and everything, you know what I'm talking about? And it just hit so hard because he, like, usually only people who really big in the game, news broadcasters, and then these days, we getting all that. They like, dog, they sitting back looking at us like, man, we might well do what they doing now. Cause we got the motion. We the motion now. And they were going on. Motion.
I ain't gonna lie. On a couple grounds, even a broken clock is right twice a day. He's right about one thing. It's a lot of power in independent media, you know, especially when it comes down to like the hip hop news and all of that, because a lot of these YouTubers and bloggers are actually from these hoods where these people are from and where this, you know, a lot of this beef is taking place. So it's probably easier for a dude, you know what I mean, like from the hood that just got, you know, a phone set up or a camera set up in his room, you know what I mean, a little StreamYard, whatever the niggas be using, and holding a little online interview or phone interview and recording that bitch and just put the, you know what I mean, put the news out there like firsthand. You know? Even what he was saying about Jeezy and Gucci. Yeah, like, you know, there was a situation allegedly, you know what I mean, with that, with the whole Gucci logo thing. Him getting unalive by Gucci and all that. We can talk about it because, you know, out there. I mean, we address that shit on the earth. If they had sat here and took each other out, yeah, it would have definitely been some shit. You know what I'm saying? Whoever did what would have got indicted for sure. Danny Willis would have loved to have either Jeezy or Gucci or whatever in her courtroom, I'm sure. The way she ride. And yeah, but instead, you know, them niggas just made music. They did the verses, you know what I mean? Legendary. Like, that might be the most legendary verses outside of outside of the Dipset and the Lock shit. You know what I mean? That was a legendary joint, though. So, yeah, he ain't on there. Finish this shit up.
And when I put out a story, the other day I put out a story, Young Mob had ended up catching a Rico. You know what I'm talking about? And I put out a story. An hour later, the news ran the same story.
Young MA has a Rico?
No, Young Mob. Okay. Young Mob. You had them up here. You know what I'm saying? B.O. Lil Kenny and Stupid Duke. You know what I'm talking about?
All them. All right.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? You know, Stupid Duke been gone.
They got a Rico?
Yeah, they got a Rico. It was announced like 3 days ago that they got a Rico.
Really?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, but B.O. Lil Kenny, shout out to that guy. He's straight, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. He ducked off or whatever, but at the same time though, it just like things like that I be up on quick fast because I know these people. You know what I'm talking about. I did interviews with these people. You know what I'm talking about. I'm on a whole nother level in the game. Oh man, y'all already know what's going on. The extra large is jack, and I was not live out there for real.
If you haven't checked out.
So, all right. That's NG on this weighing in on this. I done had conversations with Stan G before on Clubhouse. Like I told y'all, I believe he's the one that called Whack in the Room. When I said that Wack was in the algorithm more than any of the artists that he managed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, oh, what we saying. And I was on him or whatever and shit when that video came out with that nigga high out of his mind and shit. Boy sitting on that dirty ass rug in his boxes and shit like that. Lady said, "You gotta get up, bruh. You gotta get up." Your ass out here nodding out on that liquid dope problem.